Hello, everyone. I just wanted to leave a quick review on Beyond the Gates. I just watched episode 9, I believe. Looks like things are moving quickly, and Danny and Haley are back. It looks like she came to her house, and I don't think Haley was expecting Danny. However, I understood why Danny did what she did. But at this point, I think it's best that she lives her life and she considers her sister's opinion of giving help. Because now, in my opinion, she's starting to look ridiculous. Haley obviously doesn't feel ashamed about what she did. And I just think, her saying sorry is just her just trying to call a truce. And she doesn't want drama, even though she started the drama. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. I just don't want to see Danny look desperate, as, she's already gave up her power to Bill and Haley. And, she already kind of made a fool out of herself at the wedding. So, I just think it's best that, she no longer does the big displays and she just keeps her behavior on the surface level. I know it's a soap, so it's going to be exaggerated, but yeah, it's just how much more can she do, right? She tried to shoot them and that didn't go off well. So, yeah. We can also see that Bill is showing his controlling tendencies, which I've predicted was going to happen after him and Haley got married. He gifted her a credit card with no limit, but it was really a bribe so she can quit her job as a paralegal, which I thought was interesting. So it goes back to what Danny told Haley about him no longer being Prince Charming, and he's going to be an a-hole now, which he's starting to show us that he doesn't want Haley to work. He just wants her to be dependent on him and not have a life of her own, which sounds familiar to what Danny did when she was married to Bill. So we shall see what Haley does. I think Haley has her own agenda, and I don't think it's necessarily her. Well, I do think she's trying to get for the gold, reach for the gold, but I also think she has another agenda, maybe plotting against Bill. I can see that in the future. What else happened in this episode? Looks like Eva is still trying to find files on Ted, but it looks like her trying to find dirt on Ted or anything that has to do with her mom, whose name is really Dana, but to the public she's Leslie. Hasn't been successful because Kat keeps catching her. So Eva definitely needs to improve her detective, maybe not detective skills, but her skills with trying to find dirt without getting caught, because it's a little sloppy, and Kat can catch her. That's not a good look. But I will say, Kat's attitude this past 2 episodes also hasn't been a good look. It's very bratty and very entitled. And, I don't think her parents raised her to be like that, but I do think they have spoiled her, and Dr. Nicole did acknowledge that. So it does show. And I think she just needs to learn to come off less judgmental and find a more savvy way of interrogating, because it's been done before. So I would think she would have been more passive aggressive, trying to get to know Eva like she's trying to be her friend, but really she's trying to get dirt on her. So I think that strategy would be best suited for Kat, because she's not wrong about Eva. Like there's something off, but how she's going about it is rubbing her family the wrong way. And I'm glad that her parents did put her in check, showing discipline, Black families can be, but they were right on that. And, she needs to develop a new strategy. or she's just going to continue coming off like a brat and no one's going to hear her. So she definitely needs to find a more passive aggressive way, which has been done on soaps before in many shows, and didn't reveal herself. Like, okay, go back to her family after she gets dirt on Eva. So her coming off snotty also isn't a good look on her, because it just goes against how she presents herself. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So hopefully she learns to come off less of an entitled brat in future episodes. Because up until episode 8, I did like Kat, but now I'm like, this leaves less, this doesn't look good on you. Another surprising thing with Chelsea, it looked like she was on a date, but to our surprise, us as viewers, it looks like she was invited to a threesome, which, also outside looking in doesn't look like something Chelsea would be into. And I was like, what is going on here? This is not a good look either for Chelsea. But I guess this season is just starting off with a bang. So much, everyone's dirty laundry obviously is coming out. Looked like his wife, because he did say that was his wife, was interested in her. So this is just very weird. I'm sure it'll be revealed tomorrow, because, they got to end the week with a bang like they did last Friday. But, I don't, I knew the guy was shiesty. Like, when we first met him at the bar, he looked shady. He definitely seems shady still. But I didn't know it was going to go down this rabbit hole. We'll see. We'll see. It was weird. We also see Smitty standing up to Martin about going back to journalism. Of course, Martin is not with that. And it seems like they made a promise, he said to Smitty, of not going to work anymore, I guess once they got married. But the way that Martin talked, and I said this some episodes ago, he talks down to him like he's nothing. He doesn't appreciate his efforts, as a house husband, I guess you want to say. So, Martin's personality leaves less to be desired. I do hope Smitty leaves him eventually, or I hate to say this, cheats on him, because he deserves it. I'm sorry. Martin, he's doing too much, and it seems like he wants to be the only one with a successful career, and he does emphasize that to Smitty. And, Martin, I think, could be a future villain. I did say that in episode 2 when he was talking to Vernon, his grandfather, how he came off, certain mannerisms, how he was talking. I was like, he could be a potential villain. And I think things are starting to add up now. But I do wish for Smitty to just do his own thing, be defiant. What's the worst, Martin? I mean, you know what? Let's not say that, right? Because he has a secret that Bill knows, and I think it's related to him killing so and so. Yeah, let's forget I said that, because then he might try to kill Smitty, and that would be bad since he's trying to run for president allegedly. And let's see, 2 more things I want to talk about in this episode. I guess Ashley, Derek, and Andre. Ashley is not an interesting character, so I just feel like she's like a fill-in character. They're just using this like love triangle arc to make her seem more interesting. But sadly, I don't see the chemistry between her and Andre, nor do I see the chemistry between her and Derek. So it's just very dry, which is a first, because usually when they do these love triangle arcs and shows, usually I guess the main protagonist of the triangle has chemistry with one of the 2 people, but here I just don't see it with neither of these people. So I don't know, but it's all building up to her and Andre being together. It's definitely, they're trying to slowly bring that story in, and you could tell that Derek is jealous, and he definitely is suspicious, as he should be. And but the question with Derek is that he could be having his own thing. That's my theory. He could have something going on behind Ashley's back too. So I don't know. We'll see how things play out. And lastly, we could talk about Danny and Andre. I know she kept telling him, like, this is the last time we could do this. But they keep meeting up, it seems. And I think they're bonding over basically being rejected by the people they want. Danny and Bill, and Andre secretly desiring Ashley. So it's like, oh, let's just hook up because both the people we really want, either they don't want us or they're not able to have us. So we're just going to hook up and have fun. I mean, ironically, they have chemistry. They do look cute together, but because of Andre, now they're not blood related, but Andre is Ted's nephew. So that is just weird. It's just a little too close to comfort, So I'm not encouraging them to be actually together. And I think this will play out too. So we'll see what happens. But I look forward to Friday's episode. I'm sure it will be a combination of cliffhangers. And yeah, I just wanted to leave a review as I was inspired by all the other reviewers on YouTube. So yeah, have a good Thursday.